Hey, how to draw my OC? Yes, I'm like eating Pocky right now and I'm recording this right after school. But yeah, anyways, first circle. After you have your circle, you have to size it down so it's not taking up the entire canvas. And honestly, when drawing my OC, I recommend putting the head like not too high up because the hair buns, it's like, yeah. And then now you gotta draw the head, you know. You gotta draw the cross so that you know where to put the eyes. And now neck, which is just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, okay? But you draw the neck, it's like that. Basic neck, basically like a rectangle. But yeah. And then I just like I like curving out my necks a bit, so like what I mean by curving it is like curving it like that. See how it's not a straight line? It's like, yeah. This is gonna be one lengthy tutorial anyways. Yeah, and then I draw the shoulders next, which I usually do like that. I don't do it any wider because, yeah, the body shape of my character. I mean, OC, but Avatar. I'm like Avatar OC thing, I don't know. And then I draw it down for like the top of the torso. And then I liked doing it pretty short, but you don't have to. And then for the stomach, I don't make it I don't like making it a lot skinny. I curve it out a bit. If you do ever see me do it way too skinny, it's because I was half asleep and it's 12 a.m. But yeah, so this would be like the torso part, and then you have your head part. Yeah. I could do the whole body. If it's taking up too much of the canvas, just sides it down. I don't know, because I like putting long legs. Anyways, and then I do like I forgot what this part is, but like, yeah. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not good at tutorials. But yeah, you do that, because this part is for one leg, and this one's for the leg behind. Because I like drawing my characters at an angle. Like, I usually put the body at an angle, facing towards this way, or the other way. I never do it, like, facing towards, like, the quote-unquote camera. And then for the head, you don't have to do it straight, but you can. I usually do it like this, so the head's turning this way a bit, but you can do it straight like I'm doing right now. But anyways, and then for the legs, I kind of draw it like a cylinder. See, like a cylinder. And then I draw the other leg behind, like that. Because I wouldn't draw it as wide as this one, because see, this one looks a bit thinner, but that's only because it's behind this thigh. And then kneecap, because why not? I actually don't know why I do that. It's like pointless. But yeah, although I'm gonna make the legs a bit longer, but that's like the main idea basically of it. Like, you just draw a cylinder. And then I use, oh wait, one of your legs has to be straight because, like, so it's balanced. Unless you're like falling or something, or sitting down, I don't know. Or unless you're like crouching, I don't know, okay? Or like bending your knees. Anyways, but yeah, I usually like making one of the legs straight. Yeah. And then I use the greatest measuring tool, like I was saying, my fingers. So I basically try making the thigh, the bottom part of the leg, the calf, whatever, the same size as the thigh. And you gotta perfect the long thigh, the long legs. Oh my god, guys, I'm so great at English. Yeah, I have a stuttering problem. But anyways, there you go. You can like do it over a couple times. Because if you think it doesn't look good, you know what, you can adjust it, whatever. If the tutorial's going way too fast, just like, you can pause it, I don't know. But yeah, basically, just like do your just do the basic body, cause like yeah, just do the basic body, cause you don't you could just do it anywhere in your style, cause this is how to draw a Kemi, so you can just do the body in whatever style, but I will show you many details that I put on my character. But yeah, I like drawing the feet like this. I'm not really good at drawing feet, so I recommend like just looking at Pinterest, because on Pinterest I like finding a whole bunch of tutorials, like mini tutorials, because I have a very short attention span, so the type of tutorials I like looking up, here I'll show you, here I'll show you guys. I like doing oh wait, I can just like edit this. Anyways, where is it? Okay, these are the type of tutorials I like doing. Like, it just breaks it down into parts. See, like how, yeah, that's the type of tutorial I like doing. But yeah, I'm too lazy to do that right now. But yeah, do your basic body, and then now for the arms. Yeah, whenever I'm drawing, I like putting it on separate layers and then combining it after. But I draw circles for the arms. And you can make it a bit bigger. Like that. And who cares if the sketch is messy, by the way? Because, yeah. And then you basically put that where you want. It's basically the same thing as the leg, kinda. If you want to plan out where the upper arm is, I put another circle somewhere, and then yeah, and basically kind of draw it like cylinders again. And then for the second part of the arm, you draw a circle where you want it to be. Try making it both the same length. Like, try making this the same length as this. But yeah, that could use some adjusting. If it's not the same length, then whatever. But it also depends on the perspective, because if it's farther away, then you can make it look smaller. Anyways, and then for the hands, I also just search up some reference. Like, this is literally my reference for all my hands, my chibi hands. And you just choose a hand. I'm gonna choose this one. You can fix it after. That's what I usually do. I also really like using the liquefy tool, something I recently figured out. And then you want to size down the hands, because you don't want your hands too big unless art style. And I'm too lazy to draw the other hand, so we're just gonna, yeah. You guys saw nothing. It's a dream. Okay, there you go. Yeah, this is a really bad pose, but like, yeah, I like adjusting the pose a couple times. You know what? One moment, guys, I'm going to fix this. Okay, I'm back. Don't ask what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with the posing. The posing is horrible. But usually I spend like hours on the posing, but I don't want to do that right now, so yeah. Anyways, for the eyes, I planned them out by basically just putting the shape of them in a really low opacity. And I make sure that they're both around the same distance away from the middle here. Like this part, yeah. Make sure they're the same distance, but that's only if it's looking forward. If it's looking another way, then honestly, yeah, still do that, but like you can adjust. I don't know. My drawing style took many years of drawing tutorials, but yeah. And then for the mouth, I use Gacha. I've been using Gacha for my like reference, but right now we're just gonna do simple smiley face. For the eyes, I do many styles, but one of the styles is I draw it like this. I leave a gap over here, and I make it thin to thick, like that. And then I make the bottom part go out a bit, and then the top is a bit thicker as well, so it should look like this. And then for the eyelashes, I put it anywhere, but mainly for Akemi / me, I do 2 eyelashes at the top over here, and then 2 eyelashes curling down at the bottom. I like legit forgot this is a tutorial how to draw Akemi, but yeah. And then we're lazy, so we copy and paste. I copy and paste all my eyes, guys. Anyways, if you think it's too big, yeah, it is, but that's Mars though. And then you draw the pupils. Make sure they don't look like they're looking at different directions. Unless you want a derpy. Actually, you know what, guys, we're doing derpy. No, I'm joking. Okay. Anyways, yep, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a sketch instead of just the line art, because this is just how to draw a Akemi, okay? But yeah, that's the eyes. For the nose, I usually just do, I do a thinner brush. I do that, and then that very, very simple nose. Now for the hair, I'm gonna do a different color, this one. Yeah. Anyways, for the hair, I start from the line in the middle, and I draw a curve like this, and I do the same thing over here on this side. You can adjust it if you like. And then I do it like that. I do it like in the middle, like from here to here. I do it in the middle, like end it off in the middle, because yeah, this is where we're getting really specific, guys. And then from here I do another curve, and then I end it off at the end of the head. This might change sometimes, but it's fine. And then I do another one, but I do it a bit differently. I draw a little line below it, and then I end it off over here, so it looks like, yeah, you can't really see it going off into the head, but it goes like that. So that's the bangs. And then for the hair that's usually on the side over here, I do a little like thing going up. I don't know how to describe it, but I make it actually pretty short, like, so line, spike, and make sure they're kind of short, and then make the second spike bigger, and then I loop it like this. I do a curve, and then I do that, like, I do a really big curve going all the way back up to the bangs. So that's like the front part of the hair. For the back hair, I make it really, really short, because most of it is going into the hair bun, so like that. Now for the hair buns, I go at low opacity and I draw a circle. And then I put it up here, like space buttons. Make sure they're the same if it's looking forward. And then after that, I draw a series of patterns between spike and curve. And then I just do it randomly. Because if you look at all my videos, the buns are really inconsistent. But yeah, like that. And then for the hair accessory, can do this color. Usually I do the bow on the right side, the blue bow. Oh wait, okay wait, that's actually confusing. I'm gonna do it blue. And then I do the bow. I like doing like a spiky bow. Make it as big as you want, I really don't care. And then on this side, I do that. I do 2 circles as like kind of like a bead thing, but I draw it on top of the bangs. Actually, usually this one's on top and this bead is under. So like under the bangs, see? So it kind of looks like that. But yeah, that's for the hair. Now for clothes. And I'm gonna not show this layer just so it's not confusing. Anyways, so now there you go. Now for the clothes, I have a top that I like put a line over here. I don't know how to explain this part. But yeah, see, it's like a line that goes here. Make sure it's not cutting into the arm. And then I do lines, so it kind of looks like that. And then for this part, I like making it a bit baggy. So instead of doing really tight like that, no, you gotta do it like baggy loose. So it's like not touching the body really. And then the same thing at the top over here, I do it at the bottom. See? Like that. And then, obviously, so this thing doesn't look like it's falling off, I do straps over here. But yeah, that's for the shirt. And then for the arm sleeves, I start it from the I start from the elbow. So you see how I did this kind of thing at the top over here? I do the same thing over here. This one's pink because if you look over here, this side is pink, like this half is pink, and the other side, this side is blue. So I do have a pattern for that. Anyways, but yeah, you do the same pattern. And this part is also baggy, so instead of like that, it's gonna not touch the skin again. So it's hanging off the skin. And you want to do the same thing in blue on this side. I'm not saying making the line art blue, I mean like the color of the sleeve. But yeah, see how it's hanging off? No, for the sketch I do the most random colors. Because the sketch doesn't really matter as long as you understand it. So it's okay if it's messy, just make sure the final product is good. Anyways, yeah, that's for the top half of my clothes. For the second part, I do shorts. So I do it midway to the thigh and I curve it. And then I do a little curve over here, make it like a bump. Because you see how I make these like bigger than the actual like rest of the clothing part? Yeah, so that's what I do for most of my clothings. And then obviously pockets. But yeah, those are the shorts, and they're like up to the around the knee kind of. But yeah. And for my for the socks, I do it right at the knee and then going down. It's tight to the skin, so you don't have to worry about making it loose. And then this side's blue, this side's pink, because like I said, yeah. For the shoes, I low-key forgot how to do my shoes. Let me check. Okay, so for the shoes, I curve it up here. I don't really look at shoes a lot, so you don't really, honestly, you could do any shoes, like even boots work. But yeah, basically at like the midpoint over here, you do that. And then for the bottom, I think it's called the sole, I forgot. But yeah, for this part, you do that pattern again, and then you curve it because it's only up to there. And the shoes are pretty plain, so there's not much to worry about. But yeah, literally that's the shoes. But yeah, that's how you draw a cami. And no, I'm not doing the line art. This is just a sketch, by the way. So for the rest of it, if you need a color palette, here I will show the color palette on screen right now. Yep, I feel like it should be really clear where each colors go. But yeah, you can make it a lot more vibrant if you want, just change it up a bit. But yeah, those are like the main colors. Also, I would, also for the eyes, for the liner of the eyes, here, I'll do an example. When I draw eyes, pretend these are the eyes that are in the sketch. When I do that, I copy it, erase anything that's on top of the bangs. And then keep that, but then the thing that is on top of the bangs, I lower the opacity so you don't see it much, so it's not blocking the hair. Because I want the eyes to show completely, but I also want the hair to show. So yeah, I do that. Anyways, that's how you draw a cami. We're just gonna get rid of those horrid eyes. There you go, a cami. Yay, that's the sketch. Do whatever you want with the liner, I don't care. Okay, bye.